Some of you spent Christmas cozy inside, others hit the slopes. We were out there to see how the park is doing with the low snow conditions.
And we're keeping an eye on some snow, some rain, and the potential for freezing rain across the inland Northwest tonight.
And 3 holiday movies are celebrating big anniversaries, plus which classic you voted most loved. You're watching 4 News Now at 6 o'clock. We begin tonight with the first alert. Your drive to work tomorrow could be icy. Thanks for joining us on Christmas. I'm Sydney Charles. Derek Dice has the night off. A winter weather advisory is in effect for our area. Matt Gray is here with what you need to know, Matt.
All right, and that's exactly it. We've got some wet weather coming in tonight. It's going to be a little bit of everything, but the big problem could be some pockets of freezing rain that will really start to slicken up those roads, just as a lot of us are heading back to work, back to normal after a long Christmas holiday weekend. So here is what we anticipate much of the morning commute to be. Temperatures are going to be right around freezing, and we will see, well, the potential for not just snow, not just rain, but those pockets of freezing rain and the icy conditions that will follow along with it. So definitely a morning where if you are up and early and getting back to normal life, you're really going to take it super easy. Now, tonight on radar, we are starting to track a little bit of snow and mixed precipitation moving into the inland Northwest. And in fact, we'll start here in central Washington, where we do have some potential for a little bit of light snow from Odessa to Coulee City. All the way north into the Omak area, we've been seeing some flurries, and we've seen some fairly steady snow as you've headed further west into the Cascades tonight. But you look towards Moses Lake and then areas south of here, that's where we're seeing some warmer air come up from the Columbia Gorge and the Columbia Basin, and that's where we have the potential already tonight for a little bit of mixed precipitation, pockets of freezing rain, and the potential for some pretty slick conditions. And so, for example, 395 as you head south towards the Tri-Cities from Ritzville, as that warm air continues to move in, there's going to be more places where we could see a little bit of ice, and that will mean some pretty slippery conditions. And so here, all these areas that you see highlighted purple on your screen, winter weather advisory, where we could have some slick and slippery starts to the day. We'll go over more details on the timing of how this is going to play out for tomorrow and what you can expect for the rest of 2023 coming up.
Matt, thank you. And while some of us spent Christmas inside, all warm and cozy, others hit the slopes and enjoyed the snow that came just in time for the holiday. Marissa Rio was at Mount Spokane today and shares how the park is dealing with low snow conditions.
It's a very Merry Christmas here at Mount Spokane. I spoke with the general manager earlier, and he said last week this hill was brown, but luckily that snow came just in time. They're also expecting even more snow tonight. Snowboarders and skiers enjoyed the gift of snow on this very special holiday.
Oh, it's amazing because everything else is closed. So it's nice to be able to get out and spend the day on the mountain and see the scenery and, yeah, all the snow.
Yeah, I love snowboarding because I only get to do it here. In Indiana, there's not a lot of snow, so, you know, there's not much to snowboard over there.
The week leading up to Christmas, Mount Spokane didn't even know if it could open due to low snow conditions.
In an El Nino year, you have a lot of variables that are out of our control, but we've been lucky. The last storm brought us 4 inches 4 or 5 days ago, and it's super cold temperatures, and so it's preserved the snow, it packed down, it's great skiing even though there's 4 or 5 inches of snow.
That 4 inches of snow saved Christmas for local snowboarders and skiers. The manager said the ideal amount of snow would have been 12 to 15 inches, but the park made it work.
Yeah, so you have to get creative when Mother Nature doesn't cooperate. So we actually had a dump trailer and we were hauling snow from the parking lot and putting it in the areas that needed some extra coverage.
The park also had to limit itself. Only a third of the mountain was open and only 3 of its 6 lifts were running. But that didn't stop people from having a good time.
Feels great. Feels good out here, yeah.
Yeah, snow conditions are a little rough, but I'm glad to be able to spend it with this guy. He's from Indiana, so.
All in all, it was a great day to be on the mountain. Now, the general manager also said that they are committed to staying open at least until the 1st. For more information on how you can get tickets, you can visit our website at kxly.com. Reporting at Mount Spokane, Marissa Rio, 4 News Now.
Spokane News got in on the holiday fun by reporting that last night, hundreds of thousands of burglaries happened in our area, adding that the suspect, quote, ate treats and left behind packages, then fled to the North Pole. And the results are in, and the people of the Inland Northwest have spoken. The winner of our festive film face-off is White Christmas, but only by 3 votes. It's a Wonderful Life was right behind it in second place. And many of the movies that didn't make it to the final round are still holiday favorites, and 3 of them are celebrating big anniversaries. Chris Connolly explains.
You sit on a throne of lies.
But it's the truth. This holiday marks the 20th anniversary of 2 Christmas-time classics, Will Ferrell's heartwarming and hilarious Elf.
Congratulations! World's best cup of coffee. Great job, everybody.
And its 2003 Yuletide sibling, Love Actually.
And this is Natalie. She's new, like you.
The Christmas-powered rom-com whose multiple couples have enchanted viewers for 2 decades now.
Time and time again we forget that love is all that matters.
And true love lasts a lifetime.
A pair of films made 20 years ago that are still perfect Christmas presents.
I got it. Master Ralph Parker.
And look what holiday movie came down the chimney 40 years ago.
I want an official red undercover knife and 200 shot battle rifle.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
A Christmas Story.
He looks like a deranged Easter bunny.
The cold weather comedy.
I triple dog dare you.
With its own North Pole.
Duck, duck, duck.
3 pillars of reliably great Christmas time entertainment.
And coming up next, a judge is expected to make a ruling in the retrial from a former Pasco police officer. Richard Aguirre is accused of killing a Spokane woman over 3 decades ago. When the judge's ruling is expected and the closing arguments from the prosecution and defense. That story right after the break.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+. Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com. At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Roundup's like an accidental savings account. I get paid every time I buy something. It's like a bonus for me.
This holiday season, Cal Auto Credit would like to give you the gift of an affordable car, truck, or SUV just in time for winter. With current prices and expenses going up, Cal Auto Credit would like to help you lower your monthly payments and finance something to fit your budget so you have money left over for Christmas. Plus, you'll start the new year off with less stress while improving your credit score.
Can't afford it? Don't sweat it. Call Cal Auto Credit.
We are here in Israel, a nation at war, the worst attack in 50 years. Israel waging a fierce bombardment of Gaza.
When it matters most, America turns to David Muir and ABC's World News Tonight.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of them in a new Honda. Whether it's taking in the lights with all your friends in a spacious Accord, or taking in a snow day in a rugged CR-V. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
You didn't ask to get in a car wreck, but here you are, injured, out of work,
and the insurance company wants to fight you on everything. You didn't pick this fight,
but you can pick who finishes it.
Call 800-LAW-0842.
Do more together this holiday in the Do more in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Blazer models, or use your Red Tag bonus cash to get $1,500 total cash allowance on this Blazer. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
Welcome back. A judge in the trial of a former Pasco police officer is expected to make a ruling tomorrow. Richard Aguirre is accused of killing a Spokane woman more than 3 decades ago. Ruby Doss's body was found in a vacant lot in East Spokane in 1986. Both the defense and prosecution gave closing arguments last week. Doss died by strangulation. Her body found in an area known for prostitution. A used condom found at the crime scene had Aguirre's DNA on it. The defense argued there had to have been other condoms in the area as well. Earlier testimony revealed there were not. The prosecution argues DNA evidence points to Aguirre as the killer, while Aguirre's attorneys argue that if Aguirre was the killer, his DNA would have been on the neck of Doss's blouse, and it wasn't. That ruling is expected to happen at 1:30 p.m. We'll be in the courtroom bringing you all the latest information as it becomes available. Last night, 2 miles south of Moses Lake, a man ran into 2 parked cars, which lurched forward and hit someone standing close by. That person, as well as someone else inside of one of the cars, was taken to the hospital. The driver is now facing charges of vehicular assault. And just a few miles outside of Ephrata, a drunk driver lost control of her car, which rolled off the road and into a ditch. She was life-flighted to the hospital. She was not wearing a seatbelt.
Coming up after this break, we'll take another spin around the radar and we'll show you the timeline of this messy wintry weather that's going to be moving through the inland northwest tonight and how that may impact your plans tomorrow.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Have you been looking for the perfect pre-owned vehicle and wondered, where have all the used cars gone?
At Coeur d'Alene Honda, we have the best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Whether you're looking for a Toyota, Subaru, Ford, or maybe that perfect Honda.
Every pre-owned vehicle is quality inspected and ready for you to take home today.
We work with local lenders to get you the rate you deserve.
Inventory changes daily, so come see us at Coeur d'Alene Honda or visit us on our website at cdahonda.com.
We can't help what you do before you go to bed, but we can make sure the sleep is solid once you finally get there. And during the New Year's Super Sale at Denver Mattress, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Or purchase a Tempur-Pedic and get a $300 gift. Check out the Summit for only $299.99, plus 6 years no interest financing and free shipping. Here's to 365 nights of better sleep. Happy New Year from Denver Mattress.
It's We'll Buy Your Car time at AutoNation. We'll buy your car. We'll buy your truck. We'll buy your SUV. Get tip-top dollar for your car right now because, well, we need every vehicle we can get. Plus, you don't have to buy one from us. Visit AutoNation.com or see us in store for an easy appraisal. We'll give you a check on the spot or pay you with Zelle the same day, deposited and done. And in case you missed it, AutoNation will buy your car today. So, get here, like now.
Is your home ready to make warm memories this holiday season? Call local family-owned Factory Rep Blinds. From Roman shades and screens to draperies and shutters, Factory Rep Blinds has every type of window treatment from all the major brands. Not only do they install at no extra charge, but they'll bring samples to you. Call for your free consultation at 509-327-9637. That's 509-327-9637. Call local family-owned Factory Rep Blinds. We do the work. You enjoy the results.
If you see something, why do you say something?
I see safe for my friends.
For my community.
For everyone here. We all have something worth protecting, a why that unifies us. Report suspicious activity to local authorities. If you see something, say something.
This year, treat yourself to a new Toyota from Findlay Downtown Toyota. We've got lots of great choices, and every vehicle sold comes with Toyota Care. So you can get a new reliable vehicle in 2024 from Findlay.
4 News Now is brought to you by Six, the Tony-winning hit musical, BroadwaySpokane.com.
Merry Christmas!
Well, there are a couple of people that Marissa Rio ran into earlier today at Mount Spokane. Some of the few folks that actually saw a little bit of snow on this Christmas day, as in many parts of our region, there was little to be found when the day began. Looks like there's going to be a little bit more by the time our day wraps up here. As you can see, we are tracking snow tonight on live Doppler radar. So let's take a little zoom in for Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. If you are watching from us from there, we've got a little bit of flurry activity in the Sprague area. We are also seeing some heavier pockets of snow around Ritzville. but you can see the warmer air quickly rising up from the south, and so this is likely going to turn to rain sooner rather than later. We've already got reports of it turning over to rain in Moses Lake, and there may be pockets of freezing rain in there, which will make things slick and slippery as the night goes on. Temperatures in Spokane going to be hovering close to freezing here. We will expect that the heaviest wet weather will hold off until we get to after midnight, and then we'll see a really fairly sustained push of wet weather all the way up until we get to right at the end of the morning commute. So let's go hour by hour. I want to show you this. So as we see this first wave of moisture push in later this evening, the way things are looking right now, I would probably say that this is going to start off as snow, even if it's just very briefly, and then we'll see things flip over into rain or a wintry mix, I think, fairly quickly. Once again, Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. Now, further north, we'll see some wet, slushy snow, and especially across Okanagan County, we're going to be picking up some, well, light accumulations. Now, by the time we get to about 6 in the morning, Central Washington, you're drying out, but we've got a wintry mix in the I-90 corridor. We've got snow to the north. We've got rain to the south and a mix across the Idaho-Palouse. And so we'll have a chance, unfortunately, for some pretty slippery conditions from Moscow to Coeur d'Alene and then across to the greater Spokane area as we start off the morning drive. Now, by the time we get into the back half of the morning drive, this is a fast-moving system, and so it's going to be in and out of here fairly quickly. That is definitely a positive as far as being on the road. If you maybe wait a little bit, if you have some travel plans tomorrow or your family has travel plans, head home after the long Christmas weekend, something to keep in mind there. Some areas where we're going to be watching for some icy spots from Spokane across the West Plains through Reardon and Davenport, south into the Tyler and Cheney areas. And then for Moses Lake, across Grant County, south through the Othello area as well. A couple of areas we're going to be watching. An inch or two of snow possible tonight around Omak, Colville, but mostly we're going to be seeing very, very light accumulations. And so we will see this pass fairly quickly, and then we'll be looking at some fairly mild conditions here for the rest of 2023. We're talking about temperatures in the low 40s for Thursday and Friday, and we start to cool off a little bit heading into the last weekend of the year and New Year's Eve festivities, but we don't really cool off all that much. So if you enjoyed some of the chillier temperatures we had this weekend, hold on to that, because it looks like it's going to be a little while before we get back into that temperature range. Now, maybe on the other hand, maybe you're feeling a little chilly the last couple of nights.
Yes, definitely. Definitely was feeling a little chilly. But when I woke up this morning, I was like, wow, Christmas Day, beautiful, like sunny and all that. I was like,
we
wow.
had the best weekend.
We did.
And with lots of sunshine, which has been a little hard to find so far this year. So I think a lot of positives to take out of this, and some positives that our ski areas are going to get some more snow tonight.
All right, Matt, thank you so much. Well, architects are swapping steel and concrete for sugar and dough. Their sweet, complex creations coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
This year, treat yourself to a new Toyota from Finley Downtown Toyota. We've got lots of great choices, and every vehicle sold comes with Toyota Care. So you can get a new reliable vehicle in 2024 from Finley.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut, the one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome to Toyotathon.
Hi, I want a new Toyota for a weekend getaway. Recharge from the holidays.
Perfect. We've got new vehicles arriving daily.
Excuse me. I have got a truckload of new Toyotas up front.
A truckload of new Toyotas?
Yes.
Check it out.
Wait, come on, man. I want one.
Something I said?
Yes.
Did you know that every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care? A 2-year or 25,000-mile maintenance plan and roadside assistance. That's the value you can expect from Toyota.
Toyotathon ends January 2nd.
Toyota, let's go places.
When I was facing cancer, the treatment I needed wasn't available where we lived. But we found a home away from home for free through the American Cancer Society.
Our Hope Lodge communities bring people closer to their cancer treatment. $70 could provide someone with a free night. Donate today at cancer.org.
3, 2, 1.
Year's Rockin' Eve is popping off. Live with epic performances by 30 Seconds to Mars, Ellie Goulding, Green Day, Janelle Monáe, Ludacris, New Jeans, Post Malone, Renee Rapp, and more. Ryan Seacrest with co-host Rita Ora, Dayanara Torres, and Jeannie Mai.
It's the biggest party of the year.
Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve with Ryan Seacrest, live on ABC.
I'll save it for next year.
This holiday season, Cal Auto Credit would like to give you the gift of an affordable car, truck, or SUV just in time for winter. With current prices and expenses going up, Cal Auto Credit would like to help you lower your monthly payments and finance something to fit your budget, so you have money left over for Christmas. Plus, you'll start the new year off with less stress while improving your credit score.
Can't afford it? Don't sweat it. Call Cal Auto Credit.
4 News Now is brought to you by Skelton's Carpet One, Lewiston.
Welcome back. In London, top architects are swapping steel and concrete for sugar and dough to create a futuristic gingerbread city at the annual 2023 competition. Catherine Drew reports.
Now in its 7th year, Gingerbread City is a chance for more than 50 of London's top architects, designers and engineers to create a tiny city from cooking ingredients, letting their imaginations run wild. This year's theme is water and how to use the precious resource. It's a fun display, but with a serious objective to get people thinking about how we live and move around crowded cities. One visiting architect said he was glad people could take a moment to think about how buildings are made.
It's not all boring. Sort of in an architecture practice, there is a lot of fun that goes on and you have sort of a bit of creative input and freedom. How you use materials and sort of being creative with what's available. There's often sort of quite a tight budget, so you have to make things stretch.
Swapping bricks and mortar for sugar and spice, not to mention candy, the installations represent hours of teamwork. But it gives huge enjoyment to visitors, perhaps budding architects of the future.
I think it makes me think of how building you can have it anywhere. Anything can be built. Just that there are challenges to build certain things.
This event is now branching out. For the first time, architects in New York have had their own show this year. The organisers hope the sugary delights will provide inspiration for...
I feel like it's seen as very much like a sciencey and mathy kind of career, so it's quite exciting to see how creative and artistic it can be, and it's so like fun. You know, this is such a pretty side of it.
How architects and designers can tackle global problems such as climate change and water resources through the medium of gingerbread. Catherine Drew, CGTN, London.
The Christmas miracle that one animal shelter in Pennsylvania experienced tonight. That story coming up right after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News.
Whatever your plans are this season, do more in a new Chevy. Use your Red Tag bonus cash to get $87.50 total cash allowance on this Silverado. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
One of my favorite programs is the People Helping People program.
Any BECU member can nominate a nonprofit that they care about.
We are so appreciative of BECU and their support for our program. One of our parents, who also happens to work here, was able to nominate us. Our service of the community really aligns well with BECU.
Last year, we gave away 3 grants in Spokane. This year, we're slated to give away $525,000.
Thanks to BECU, we are able to meet the needs of more families.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
You realize what time it is?
What time is it?
It's MeTV time.
Me? Watch me.
MeTV has more than 60 memorable TV series airing every week.
Bonanza. Andy. Mama. Carol, all in the family. The Three Stooges smashed. Oh, clearance sale.
It's always a good time to watch MeTV.
Where are they?
You can find MeTV over the air on MeTV 4.2.
MeTV.
Memorable entertainment.
Television.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of them in a new Honda. Whether it's taking in the lights with all your friends in a spacious Accord, or taking in a snow day in a rugged CR-V. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Welcome back. An animal shelter in Pennsylvania received a very special Christmas gift this year, empty kennels. The Adams County SPCA says for the first time in 47 years, they have 0 dogs at the shelter. They've adopted out almost 600 animals this year and reunited 125 strays with their owners.
Well, a great gift from Santa Paws there. We take a look outside. We got the wind blowing out of the east here in downtown Spokane, and we are about to see some much more active weather after a calm and, for once, sunny weekend around the area. Good evening. If you're just joining us, I'm meteorologist Matt Gray. Let's take a look at our radar picture where things are rapidly changing from snow to rain in some parts of the inland northwest. You can see this big wad of purple here. Let's zoom in because we've just seen temperatures rise and snow flipping over to rain, and we do have an on-the-ground report that it is rain in Ritzville at the moment, and we are a little concerned tonight that we may see some pockets of freezing rain as the night goes on, as these showers move across central Washington and eventually into the Spokane area and across North Idaho as we get into the early hours of the morning. However, some good news here, just taking a look at the temperatures where we're seeing some of this moisture right now. We are seeing above freezing conditions from Omak south all the way to Ritzville, where it's 35 right now. So that is a huge positive. But there is quite a bit of cool air as you head further east. You can see Coeur d'Alene only 26 right now. Spokane sitting at 31, and Pullman is right at freezing. And so it is going to take some time for some of these areas to warm up as this first round of showers come in. So especially in parts of North Idaho, we may start off as snow and then progress to a wintry mix and then progress to even a little bit of rain, or unfortunately some pockets of freezing rain, which would create some icy roads and sidewalks. So I want to take you through the timeline of this and how this is going to impact your Tuesday, but I'm going to do that coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
The holidays inspire us all to connect. With family, with friends, no matter what the road throws at you. So find the connection you're looking for this winter in a new SUV with standard all-wheel drive during the Mazda Season of Inspiration sales event.
Right now at Foothills Mazda, get 0% financing for 5 years and 0 down payment with approved credit on the all-wheel drive Mazda CX-5. Shop now at SpokaneMazda.com.
Mizuru tweets, confession, I really like Jack in the Box Tiny Tacos. My crunchy tiny tacos with creamy avocado lime sauce? There's a lot to like. I have a confession too. One time, I've been advised to stop talking. Tiny tacos, get them regular or loaded.
Your whole health is more than what you find at the doctor's office, because it's all around you. The food you eat, what makes you happy, and what keeps you up at night. The place you call home. It's why we created a health insurance company that considers so much more. WellPoint, your whole health is our whole point.
Heroes win. Villains lose.
I like to drop the hammer on a piece of dirt.
And icons are remembered forever.
Outstanding.
So remember this. We've got 2 shows that are putting in overtime. Lethal Weapon every Tuesday. The A-Team every Wednesday.
Get yourself a team.
Watch Heroes and Icons over the air on KXLY 4.3.
Stay safe while traveling this winter. Before you head out, trust the First Alert weather team to pinpoint the safest times to go and exactly what to expect. 4 News Now First Alert weather on air, on the app, and streaming on KXLY+.
The after Christmas savings are on now at all Walker's Furniture and Mattress stores.
Get some of the biggest markdowns of the year or take advantage of special 5-year financing with no money down.
During the after Christmas clearance at Walker's.
This year, treat yourself to a new Toyota from Findlay Downtown Toyota. We've got lots of great choices, and every vehicle sold comes with Toyota Care. So you can get a new reliable vehicle in 2024 from Findlay.
4 News Now is brought to you by Washington Trust Bank.
Well, let's focus in on this messy, wintry weather that's moving into the inland northwest right now. And as this continues to track up by 90, likely going to see a little bit of snow, especially in the higher benches around Spokane later this evening. And then we will see things gradually flip over to rain and wintry mix. So we have winter weather advisories from the Palouse, north to Coeur d'Alene, and then across Spokane, down through the I-90 corridor and across Highway 2 through the Waterville Plateau, plus Okanagan County and Ferry County as well, where we will actually see some notable snowfall accumulations if you're not seeing them already. Let's take a look here. Now, this is for the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area when it comes to timing, right? So as we get into the next couple of hours, we'll start to see the first couple of flurries, but the bulk of the wetter weather is going to be midnight through about 9, 10 in the morning at latest. And for the most part, this is going to be the way things I see it right now with how fast things are warming down south of us. Do expect that this is likely going to be rain or some sort of rain slushy mix for the majority of these several hours that we are going to be seeing this wet weather, with temperatures hovering right around freezing. So look, no matter what is falling with these temperatures, it is likely that we will have some slick and slippery conditions as you're getting up in the morning and headed out the door and out on the roads. So this likely going a little bit too slow. This is showing our first round of wet weather coming in at about 1 in the morning. That's likely, once again, a little bit too slow here, but I do think it's on to something when it comes to how fast we warm up across the Columbia Basin. And that means hopefully we won't see too much in the way of that threat for freezing rain or pockets of freezing rain as we get into the early morning around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. It will have warmed up enough by then. Now you head further north, Colville, Sandpoint, Bonners Ferry, slushy snow. Not expecting a lot of accumulation here, but just enough to make things a little bit more difficult than they were this weekend, which was, well, not difficult at all. And hey, by the time we get to lunchtime, it's all gone, and we are, well, sitting pretty for the rest of the day and really for the rest of the week. Some areas where we do need to be watching for some slick conditions because of that threat for areas of freezing rain. We're still going to be watching in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. And then as you go down Highway 2 into places like Reardon, Davenport, you head all the way into the Coulee City area and north to the Grand Coulee Dam. At this point, with how things are warming up down south, I think this is the area that we've got to watch as we head through the rest of the night. I'll be giving you updates. Mark in the morning on Good Morning Northwest will give you updates there as well for your morning commute. Further north, we'll see some areas that had a little bit of snow, as I mentioned before. By the afternoon, partly to mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures will be close to 40 degrees in many areas, and you better get used to that. That's where we're going to be staying for a while as we get into the low 40s for our highs. We stay there through Friday. We start cooling off just slightly, but it's going to be a pretty mild end of 2023. And a dry and mild new year for most of us as well. We'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
From the first day I met Gary, I did say that this is a man I could marry.
There's hope that I have someone that I can enjoy the rest of my life with.
I took a chance with Gary. Now that I found him, I don't want to lose him.
She is what I've been looking for.
The Golden Wedding, live January 4th on ABC.
Whoa, it's not much time.
I know. I couldn't believe it at first, but Eyeglass World really does make your glasses the same day.
They don't just ship them out like other stores?
No, they make them right there in their same-day lab.
The same day?
The same day. Let me just get that for you. So, you want to go get some waffles?
Get 2 pairs of glasses for $89 the same day at Eyeglass World, the world's best way to buy glasses.
Tony, your parents know you're over here again, right?
Yep.
Great.
Tony lives next door. See, his parents decided to just use their phone for home internet. So when everyone is on, Tony's over here streaming and drinking all my soda.
My dog.
Get internet on the Xfinity 10G network for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year contract.
We're going to bed, Tony.
Good night. I'll lock up if I leave.
Get real home internet on the next generation 10G network only from Xfinity.
Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzing overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
Here's a holiday thought to ponder. Is it truly a wish list if you only have one wish? Here's to getting everything you're hoping for this season. Make your wish list a reality with exceptional offers during the season of Audi.
This holiday season, Cal Auto Credit would like to give you the gift of an affordable car, truck, or SUV just in time for winter and finance something to fit your budget so you have money left over for Christmas. Happy holidays.
4 News Now is brought to you by Six, the Tony-winning hit musical, BroadwaySpokane.com.
Well, Christmas Day brings with it a full slate of sports action. In the NFL, Week 16 wrapped up with a trifecta of games, but we begin in the NBA as the defending champions Denver Nuggets welcomed in the 2022 champions, the Golden State Warriors. Well, early in the first quarter, former Washington State Cougar Klay Thompson with a catch-and-shoot 3. He scores the first 6 of 10 points for Golden State. In the second, Warriors with the lead, but Jamal Murray is going to miss this straightaway 3. Aaron Gordon there for the putback dunk to tie this game back up. Klay didn't have the best game of his life today, but did come up with some big shots. In the third, he buries a 3 from the wing to make it a 1-point game. Thompson finishes with only 9 points on the afternoon. But in the fourth quarter, that's where Denver really put their foot on the accelerator as former Gonzaga Bulldog Julian Strawther with a nice little floater that goes. That would be his only bucket on the day, but it comes at a crucial time. A couple possessions later, Murray is going to drive to the basket and finish with a reverse dunk. He leads all scorers with 28 points and looks to be at 100% after coming back from a hamstring injury. Then with under a minute to go, the Nuggets looking to finish this game out. And the best player in the world, Nikola Jokic, gets this slam. No one's getting in his way of that dunk. Denver wins the Christmas Day showdown 120-114. They stay in second place in the Western Conference.
With a team like that, with the personnel that they got, the experience that they got on the other side, we had to come prepared and, buckle down defense. I thought Mike did a great job. Everybody, honestly, it was a team effort, and that's the kind of mental focus that we need throughout the season.
Now let's head out to Los Angeles where LeBron James and the Lakers were hosting their arch rival, the Celtics, for Christmas Day clash. In the first quarter, it was all Boston as Jason Tatum buries a 3. The Celtics go up by 16, but it's hard to keep LeBron out for long. In the second quarter, he gets a triple of his own as LA starts creeping back into this game. A few minutes later, it's going to be the former Gonzaga Bulldog, Rui Hachimura, driving to the basket and finishing with the dunk. But he's not done yet, though. A few possessions later, Lakers in transition. James finds Hachimura behind the Celtics defenders. He finishes for the score, and the former Zag going off. Fast forward to the fourth quarter now, and LA off a turnover. Celtics moving quickly. Derek White with the alley-oop to Tatum, and Boston back in control. On the other end, Rui's just doing his best to keep his team in this one with a 3 right there. Brings his total to 12 points on the day off of the bench. But on the other end, Derek White caps off this performance with a dunk, and the Celtics improved to 23-6 and own the league's best record.
Just how we responded, right? We jumped out on them early, and they're a really good team. They got great players. We knew that they were going to respond, and it's just a big win, right? It's Christmas Day, and it's tough to win on the road. So just the way we responded and executed late in the game.
Now, the once immortal Kansas City division rival Las Vegas, the Raiders still mathematically in the playoff hunt and in the division hunt, but still a long way to go. There is fan favorite Taylor Swift in attendance, of course, today.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
When I was told I had a brain tumor, my life disappeared in a moment. I feared for my future, but even more, I feared for the ones I love. How would they move on without me? But when my doctor told me about the Gamma Knife of Spokane, everything changed. I can get my brain tumor treated in just 1 day and continue living the life I love. Because of Gamma Knife, I have hope.
I quit.
I quit.
I quit. We all quit.
After all we've been through, what a bunch of quitters. I'm proud of you.
If you want more information about the dangers of vaping or free resources to help quit, go to projectfilter.org. This message is brought to you by Idaho Drug Free Youth, Project Filter, Idaho State Broadcasters Association, and the station.
Zach was diagnosed with leukemia. He died of the therapy meant to save him. The Dare to Dream Project is transforming treatment and care for kids with blood cancer.
The Dare to Dream Project from the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society.
Choosing a bathroom remodeler is a big decision. Pacific Bath is your trusted Kohler walk-in bath dealer, providing a down-to-the-penny price backed by Kohler's limited lifetime warranty. Kohler is a global leader with 150 years designing American-engineered custom bathing solutions. Now, during our end-of-the-year blowout sale, receive $1,500 off a new Kohler walk-in bath, plus great financing with no interest and no payments till summer 2025.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on our next job. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. Our thanks to Horizon Credit Union for sponsoring the 4 News Now Extreme Team.
Looks like a pretty warm rest of the week, so the coolness and at least some of the sunshine going to be going away for the next couple of days.
All right, man. Thank you so much. Everyone have a great holiday. Hope you have a safe time with your friends and family.